and welcome back, or welcome for the first time. This is Drone Dreams, and we're doing another unboxing today. I apologize, I'm not a professional, so if you were expecting someone like that, this is not it. I am just going to get started. Anyway, how have you been? I've been busy. I have a little surprise for you, but you'll have to wait and see. For now, let's see what's in here. I heard, the birdie told me, had something to do with water. And, okay, watercolors. I knew it. Water is going to be a big theme around here this month, so this will be fun. That looks very pretty. I love sunsets and sunrises. What about you? Can you tell I filmed these in the morning? Does everybody's voice sound weird in the morning, or is that just me? Ooh. Okay, cotton. Wait, I kinda wanna touch this. Hold on. Oh, I like the paper. Look at that, that is thick. Anyway, it needs to be if you're dealing with watercolors. Anyway. Yeah, I'll put them back in. Ta-da! Okay. Ooh, look at that glare. Ooh. Anyway, what else is in here? Felt something heavy. Ew. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we're making our own water. Oh. I should probably read more. We're gonna get all sciencey in here. Oh, that's pretty. Archival ink. Is it gonna be pink? Oh, it's gonna be pink. Look at that. Very pretty. Okay, and little papers and sex. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. Oh my gosh. Yoshi! I tell you to get over here, but you're snoring over there. I'm trying to be quiet so I don't wake him up too much. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Oh. Do you know what this reminds me of? This is fun. Anyway. Yeah. Ooh. Gum Arabic? Gum Arabic. I'm pretty sure I said that wrong. Ooh. Are you gonna be our little mixing bowls? These are so cute. Look at that. Oh, and they have the little thingy, I don't know what that's called, the little spout thingy? Yeah. That's what it's called. It's like, editing me, look it up. What's that thingy called? Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Help me. That's it. Alright. Time to get most sciencey. Alright, I've never done this before. I mean, I kind of sort of tried a couple years ago. I think it was during the shutdowns that I was like, I'm gonna make my own paint. And so I ended up taking like a bunch of dried plants. I was gonna say dried herbs, but they were not all herbs. They were flowers and leaves, and I went crazy. Okay, I was following YouTube tutorials and DIYing everything. I kind of wish, I don't think I took a video of it. I might have taken pictures, but I don't think I took a video. I'm gonna have to go back and find it. If I find a video, I will put a little clip of it. If not, that means I didn't film it. Because when you're a normal person, you don't think about getting the camera out. You just do stuff. Like, hence why I can never be an influencer. I'm too lazy. You guys, they do so much, and the payout is not always big. And so I'm like, I'm too lazy. So I just do stuff without filming it. Hence why my YouTube channel is dead. Ain't nobody got time for that. Anyway, I think I'm gonna have to read the instructions this time. Here we go. Okay, prepare your workspace. I feel like you skipped a couple steps. Do you? Okay, hold on. Okay, let's read. Okay, I'm skipping ahead. Okay, let's read. Ah, okay. Okay. Do they all have these? How come I need to read these more. Monthly contest winner. Congratulations to Veronica Ronnie. I'm not even gonna try to say that. I'm sorry. Congratulations, Ronnie. Where are the instructions for how to make the paint? Okay, so that was useless. The internet light outside. Okay, thank you. See glass. No measurements, no nothing. Okay, we're winging it. All right, let's start with 3 colors. We're gonna do this, and oh my gosh, those are gorgeous. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely gorgeous. Okay. I'm buying these 2. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. How much time do I have? Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good on time. Do we? Are we? I don't know, because I haven't done this before. But we're gonna try. Right, Yoshi? Did I wake you up? You're huffing and puffing like I woke you up. Good morning, my darling. Oh my god. Look at this! What is... How gorgeous is this? Okay. Do one of those. Oh my gosh. Okay. One of those. One of those. Ew, Yoshi. I can hear you all the way over here. Ew, Yoshi. Yoshi, stop. I can hear you. Gross. Okay. One of those. Oh my gosh, look at that. So gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Yoshi. You cannot sniff this. I'm sorry. Next thing you'll know, you'll have gold poop. Okay. And one of those. Alright, how are we doing? Okay, not so bad. Okay. So then, I guess we just take some of this. I might need some toothpicks, maybe? Should I get some toothpicks? Oh my god, it's easier. We shall find out. Alright. I guess we can do... I don't know how much I'm supposed to do after this. I don't know. Okay, I guess just do... 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I definitely need more. More. I'm just eyeballing it at this point. Okay. Let's start with that. We'll see. Okay. Let's mix you up first. Get nice and sparkly. And then, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna jump straight into hair. Why? Because, yeah. Oh wow. And then, you know what I'm gonna do? Tap it a little bit. Yeah, I definitely need toothpicks. Okay, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Okay. So I'm going to take these and then just... Oh wow, look at that. What? It actually smells good. I can already hear my art teacher. You're not supposed to be smelling it! I'm just kidding, none of them talk like that, but that's how I remember it. You're not supposed to be smelling it. Those are fumes. I'm like, well, we're not supposed to be smelling it. Why is it in the classroom? I'm just kidding. I wasn't that stupid. I saw kids that were that. Curious. Children are very curious. I remember when I was in 5th grade, my mom bought me these like smelly Crayola markers. There's like a bunch. Yeah, there's like 3 rows. 2 of them were just regular markers, but the 3rd row, the last row, they were supposedly like they smelled. They would smell of whatever color that was. Like if it was yellow, it smelled like pineapple, or if it was blue, it smelled like blueberries or whatever. But yeah. And this boy took 2 of them, just like stuck them up his nose to smell them. I'm like, dude, go get a tissue for my markers. That's funny. Kids are funny. Don't stick markers up your nose. Don't do that. Going to now fill these up. Oh, we're going to make different colors. Okay, hold on. We're gonna get first 3 out. Okay. Ta-da. Oh, I have powder on my finger and I just scratched my face. I'm gonna have a golden face now. Okay, let's start with you first. Mix. Okay. Let's just pour it in. Whoa. Okay, that is cute. That is very pretty. Tap it down. I'm just kidding. Okay, there's one. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's the next one. Give it one final mix. And pour it. I have to go wash it. Yay! Okay, there's 2. And then there was 3. Okay, you guys are seeing all right? Okay. Like, y'all can see this, right? I'm not just doing it off camera. Oh. That's enough. Okay. Well, there's that. And then I guess we can pour more into here. Ta-da! And then ka-choom. One more. And 2. Actually, put that there. Mix it. And put that back over there. Mix. And like an in-between color. Mix it. Mix it really nice. Ta-da. And more gold. One extra drop. And then one more from over here. Okay. Ta-da. And mix. Alright. Well, I think this is a success. Okay? You know what? I'm not sure. But I'm gonna call it a success. Okay? Okay. So, we're just gonna leave those over here to dry. And gonna go wash this. Throw this away. Okay. This will be fun. Okay, so I kind of did the sketch for this off camera. How we say, skip into the good part. So I'm going to be using this sketch brush. I've seen this brand before. Pigma? Is that what they're called? I thought they were called something else. But anyway, they usually tend to have actually really good quality brushes, but you know, not everyone has the same style or preference, so it's always good to just play around, test different materials to find which one is best for you. So I actually kind of don't like this part right here. I might change that. I'm gonna do something like this instead. Well, hair has a mind of its own. Life is interesting, isn't it? I have recently come across a video, and it made me think, because I don't know if it happens to you as well, but it's like you'll, I guess, have certain interests, or you'll have certain interests, and maybe people will make fun of you for them, or maybe they don't, but they just kind of look at you kind of a little weird, like judgy, you know? And then years go by, and suddenly that thing that people used to either make fun of you for or just judge you for is all of a sudden mainstream and popular. I know I'm not the only one that this happens to, but I recently ran into a video talking about how Gen Z is really into like grandma core, and how Gen Z is embracing like traditionalism or stuff like that. And it's kind of nice, actually. I'm not, like, in other situations, I might have been kind of annoyed or peeved, I guess. But in this situation, I'm actually kind of pleasantly surprised. I always thought having traditional values was not a bad thing, but I think in that aspect I've always been kind of old school, is the thought that, or I've always thought of, you learn best by learning from your elders. When I was little, I remember I used to want to spend as much time as possible with my grandmother. To the point that I started calling her mom. I think that might have pissed my mom off a little bit, being honest. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I used to always want to spend my days with her, and I used to just throw tantrums if I didn't get to see her, or spend the day with her, I guess. I would much rather spend time with my grandmother. But as time went by, we were separated from family, and even though I no longer had my grandmother to spend the days with, I would always gravitate towards spending time with older ladies, older women. And I guess usually kids closer to my age, because I was always watching my brother, were usually boys. So I learned from older ladies and little boys. Learned just to not care, honestly, is what the two had in common. What does an old lady and a little boy have in common? They just don't they don't care about other people's opinions. They just want to live their life and do what makes them happy and eat the yummy food that they like and be creative and have fun. That's what I learned. And I realized that more people need to learn from elders. Yes, we should respect our elders and learn from them. But also, we should learn from the children. We should teach the children. We should just get both sides of the rainbow, the older side and then the younger side, and put them together and just observe. And we learn a lot by doing that. As someone who used to work with children, I found that I also learned a lot from children, even when I'm supposed to be the one teaching them. This looks weird. I might have messed this finger up. I think I really messed that finger up. Or claw, I should say. I messed up the claw. Oh well, it's fine. Something else, and I haven't had the chance to look up, so please take this with a grain of salt. but from what I saw, I need to confirm, Einstein has a quote, and can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but it's along the lines of, if you want to raise smart children, or smart adults, I should say, if you want to raise smart adults, then you will read fairy tales to them as children. And if you want to raise even smarter adults, you're going to read to them even more fairy tales. I like that. I don't want to look like a fool, so editing me, please, can you go do that little research for me? That would be nice, thank you. Anyway, I think a sign of an intelligent person is how imaginative they are. Yes. Also, they need to be able to adapt and be able to pivot as well when facing new information, and being able to go with the flow as well. Kind of. I think I messed that up too. Oh well. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. As many of us have come to learn, some the hard way, some the easy way, the world is constantly changing, and I read a post online talking about, like, are we overreacting? Are we underreacting? How should we be acting right now? And it made me stop and think for a second. And I really appreciate that whenever I'm able to come across a post that makes me stop and think. I love that. And here's what I have to say about that. First of all, don't panic. Panicking has never helped anyone. But do not ignore those warning bells. Be smart, be observant, and prepare yourself. What are things that are essential to you, to your survival, to your loved one's survival? And how can you be ready in case your main source is no longer available? Do you have alternatives? Do you have a network? Do you realize that you are severely underprepared and are now trying to prepare as much as possible? What does being prepared look like for you? Luckily for me, I'm very familiar with survival mode. I've been in it most of my life. But I understand how maybe someone not as familiar may be a little bit more frightened. And that's okay. Just don't lose your head. We live in a time where you literally have almost, I'm not going to say all of human knowledge, but almost all of human knowledge usually at your fingertips. And if not at your fingertips, there are these really, really amazing magical places where you can go and you can have access to books and DVDs and CDs and the internet and computers and printers for free. Yeah, people think they're gonna go extinct. I don't think they will. They're called libraries. Yup. Pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. These are the colors we're working with. These are the only colors they made, however long ago that was. I've got my little spray. I got my little spray thingy-majig, and I'm just going to like spray them like that. Not a lot. I got some on the paper. Oh no, I needed to wait a little bit longer. Or actually, never mind. That's looking pretty good actually. I was a little bit worried. Oh my gosh, look at that. I did not do a really good job of mixing. Look at that. That definitely needed more mixing. But oh well. Actually, I'm going to need a little bit of you. And bit of you. Get a nice little. I don't like that. I need more of you. Oh, that's a little better. Maybe you can use a little. Yeah, kind of the color I'm looking for. Actually, something I probably should have done first was figure out where I wanted my light to come from. I'm thinking maybe light this way, so then shadow would go this way. No, because then the shadow would go on the bunny. So maybe the light is coming from like the front. Maybe from over here. Light from over here. No. Maybe from like light's coming from like over here. So I'm just gonna go this way. There's gonna be shadow that way. Yeah, that looks better. Kind of better. Let's use you. Give it a little bit of a dulling with this. Okay, what did I say? Oh yeah. I think we could add a little bit of shadow right here. Like that. So I should probably talk about a little bit on the drawing itself. It's like, come on man, what are you doing? I don't know. I drew the bunny first. And then I'm like, I don't like this. I drew another bunny like running away. I'm like, why is it running? And I'm like, it's slouched over. But I'm like, then I don't really want it to be a real bunny. So I'm like, you know what? It's a stuffed bunny. It's a stuffed bunny that was found by a dragon. And the dragon is curious because it's never actually seen a stuffed bunny before. It's never seen a bunny that hasn't wanted to completely run away. So she's like, oh my gosh. And so now she's trying to figure out why it's not moving. And she's never had a little stuffed bunny before. And so after she realizes the bunny does not, I think I'm running out of battery, or space. I'm running out of space, I think it is. So, fortunately, this is going to be paused for like the second time. Oh my gosh, this is so vibrant. It's absolutely wonderful. Okay. And then I'm actually going to make purple mountain majesties in the background. Oh no, the tape is lifting up. Oh no. Ooh, too blue. What color is our dear dragon? That is the question, isn't it? What color is the bunny? I kind of don't know how to finish this. I really don't know how to finish this. I'm running out of time anyway. I will think about how I want to finish this, and in the meantime, get more space. Alright, see you in a sec. Okay, then I'm back. And I thought about it, and I kind of want to go with like a very light green. I feel like this is going to be very pigmented, so let me just, oh, maybe not, okay, maybe not this, okay. Okay, it's been like, what, a second for you, okay, not going to lie. For me, it's the next morning. So like, yeah, that's what I meant. Oh, green's kind of nice, actually. Ah! Here. There, get out of there! Yeah. I don't, like, I'm sorry. people have pretty hair and all that. I'm like, hair where it's not supposed to be? Get out of there. But anyway, I don't even remember what I was talking about last time. So let's talk more about the painting. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. So I kind of remember now. Einstein, you want smart kids. Let them read fairy tales. You want smarter kids to read them a lot of fairy tales. Should we make the bunny green too? Trying to decide. Make it a little bit more brown down here. Right. Should we make the bunny brown? Let's give you, see, your hair's that color, or sorry, your body's that color. Let's make your hair this color maybe. Let's try it on the shade. It's still pretty light. And a bit more yellowy. Okay. This is fine. Practically the same color. What about the eyes? Ooh, the eyes on the horns could be purple. We could do that. I'm very curious about this dragon now. No! Okay. There we go. Give me purple eyes. I'm gonna have to come back and do that again. What about the bunny? I could always leave the bunny white, right? Maybe we can give it some pink for the nose, kind of a little bit on the toes, on the toesies. On the chest and the belly. Alrighty. I hate leaving just white. You know, give a bit of a yellowish hue to it. Get it very watered down. Get that sunlight, right? Oh, sunlight hitting all the, yeah, I guess. This works! This works! Does it? Does it, my friend? Does it really? Seeing as it's May, and, there was a recent incident at the Denver airport. Very unfortunate. And I can't help but think about the time when I was struggling myself with pretty dark thoughts of my own. And I think about life since that moment. And I'm not going to lie, it has not been easy. But if I had given up, then there's a lot of people that I hold very dear to my heart that I would have not met. And the thought of never meeting those people makes me sad. And so I think to myself, if I had the chance to go back, would I do that again? Would I try that again? And knowing what I know now, it's a very definite no. But if I didn't know what I know now, and I didn't go through that, then I wouldn't have learned why it's so important to not only not give up on yourself, but not give up on others. And I feel like unless you've personally been through that state of mind, that absolute feeling of hopelessness, and that for you in that moment, there is no other choice, and that is the best choice. It's not. It's very important that you remind yourself in that moment that it's not the only choice. And it's actually probably not the best solution either. There's probably a better solution that in that state of mind, it's very difficult to see. Which is why it's important that we check on our friends and family, because it's easier to remind others why they should stay when you're not in that state of mind. Because when you are in that state of mind, it's just everything feels so far away. There's almost like a distance. But things do get better if you don't give up. And not giving up is very hard sometimes. Sometimes it's easy, not gonna lie. Sometimes life is good and it's easy. It's like, oh, what was I sad about again? But those moments are very fleeting, is the word. We need to hold our loved ones close to us. We need to care for our communities and our neighbors. I feel like the world has forgotten the golden rule: to treat others how you wish to be treated. I've seen the state of the world, and you know what I think? I think we're in this mess because in schools they are not teaching home economics, just general life skills. I feel like we got too focused on money and greed. We need to remember our humanity. And I feel like history, honestly, I loved history. Learning about history. I hated history tests. Don't ask me about when certain wars started or ended. I don't know. I'm not great with dates. I'm not great with dates. But I'll tell you what the war was fought over. I can tell you how much pain people went through. The people who cried. People who fought. People who cowered. Cowardice? I don't know. The people who made sacrifices. Instead of focusing on the state of the world now and how a broken system failed you, or the person who was supposed to protect you failed you, don't focus on the pain. Focus on how you're going to make a difference. What are you going to do to help the next child not suffer the way you did? I don't like how that came out. Hold on. Let's try and fix it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, focus on what you want to do to change the world. I feel like too many people thought that they didn't have to worry about anything because someone else will take care of the problem, right? Someone else will come up with the solution. And like, the thing is, good people are too trusting. They think that just because they are good, that the rest of the world will be good. And unfortunately, that's not how the world works. So, be the change. Don't wait. Okay. I think she's looking pretty good. Kinda, not gonna lie, kinda happy with this. Maybe a little bit darker eyes. Ta-da. A little bit over here. Ta-da. Ta-da. Okay, I need to hurry because I need to get to work. I've got like 5 minutes to wrap things up because I don't want to be late. Look at all choices! The way the things you're looking for disappear when you need them most. And it's always when you're in a hurry, because when you're not in a hurry, it's like everything is at your fingertips. The moment you're in a hurry, it's like, I'm gonna disappear for a few minutes while you panic. No one's panicking. No one is panicking. No, seriously, why do you disappear when I'm in a hurry? So I spent a really long time looking for these, and they're not even that fancy, like they're pretty old. And they were right next to me the entire time. I mean, like, not out, like they were in a little box next to me, but I'm like, this is why I don't put stuff away. No, I'm just kidding. It's like, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind, right? But see, it's pretty much come out anyway. I was going to say something, and I totally forgot what I was going to say. Literally, I was working, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna talk about this when I get back, and now I can't even think about it. Oh my gosh, I totally remember. Okay, so I was scrolling on my phone and I came across this article and it said take it with a grain of salt because AI was used for it. So I was like, okay, take it with a grain of salt. But apparently there's a bunch of former employees suing the airline that just went bankrupt, big yellow one, you know the one. They're suing because they didn't get their layoff payout. I'm like, didn't they go bankrupt? Like, what exactly are you supposed to get from? They went bankrupt. Like, oh my goodness. People, get it correct. I'm kidding. I'm gonna have to cut that out, aren't I? But anyway, I understand that life is difficult, but I don't understand, and it feels like it's only the culture in one certain area of the world. I will let you be able to determine which part of the world I'm talking about, but why is it almost like a cultural thing to want to sue over everything? I don't get it. Ooh. $20 makes it so weird. And this month is Finny. What do you guys think? Alright, that's it. Bye!